Hey, what's up? It's JoshXO's Weapon of Choice, season 2, episode 9? 9. And I'm going to be cutting some hair for you live from Federico. So this is my model, Bree, right? Hi. Bree might have some glue in her hair because she just took out her extensions. And yeah, so if you see my comb totally snagging her hair at some point, it's because of the glue that's still in there. But Katie Butler, my awesome girlfriend, helped take a lot of that glue out. So what we're going to do is Bree is eventually going to put her extensions back in. So we want to work with more texture today on Bree's hair, because otherwise, when you're at a bob length and you put in the extensions, then a lot of times it'll look like a bob with weird mullet extensions coming out. So what we need to do is loosen up her own hair enough so that they'll just kind of lay in and all kind of blend together. So it's kind of a pre-extension cut in a way. But I think what I'll do is I'll do the texturizing dry, because when I look at it wet, there's not a lot of density at the end. So I need to make sure that I put a nice amount of structure in there and shape, so that when we do go into texturizing, I can see kind of exactly what's going on and everything. And Bree's growing out an A-line, so we don't want to do that, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then also there's these weird kind of funky bang growing out things. Were we going to do those to the side, or did you want them straight across, or what were you thinking?
Use your artistic talent.
Okay, so if you wanted like a heavy fringe, you'd be okay with that? Yeah? All right, which would be good, because, you know, your hair is kind of, it could use some structure, and that will help kind of blend in this A-line kind of thing, because, we'll do that. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this towel. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut a baseline. First thing I'm going to do is, you know, hang out with my smoker cough. We're going to cut a baseline, and maybe Katie wants to throw me a couple of clips, because I forgot those, because I'm an idiot.
How many?
This is all of them. 3, yeah. There we go. Thank you. I know, it's bright, right? All right, so yeah, I'm gonna start in the front. And so, I think I did this a couple episodes ago, but this has become, after hanging out with Tim Hartley and being able to film him, starting from the front on my bobs is like one of my favorite things to do now. And so this way I can kind of see exactly what's going on, and because there's like this funky grown out stuff in the front, like I can go in, and I think also too, considering that Bree wants to keep her length, I can kind of cut off that little front A-line-y bit and kind of wrap it around. So we're going to start on this side. Diagonal section, and it kind of hangs out like an inch around the hairline. So we'll drop this back in just a little bit more. And we'll comb this stuff away. And you guys can just go ahead and type into the YouTube section, the comment section, and ask questions if you want. That would be awesome. You can also like tweet me at JoshXO, but we don't really check that much. What are you pointing at? What'd I do? What are you yelling at? What? Really? Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm not even. Caitlin Butler, my coach. It used to be that she would just yell at me for like my elbow in front of the camera, but I've gotten good at being in front of a camera, so now she can yell at me about my haircuts. So it's a trade-off. So if you want to uncross your legs for me and sit up with really nice, proper posture, there we go. Awesome, so I'm going to comb it down. Pretty much no tension. I'm just going to take off this front A-line a little bit here. And I'm really excited. So if you notice, I'll probably be cutting quite effortlessly because Ms. Utani just sent me new scissors today. And they're the retro 6 inches. And they have been retrofitted with the metal bumper and my logo on there. So there's a little XO on there. Ms. Utani's scissors have kind of been my go-to scissors for the past couple of years, and I totally love them. So yeah, and I love the retros because the handle is really simple. It's just straight across. And I've been using the 5. If you guys have been watching the show, I've been using the 5s for a very long time. And so I upgraded to the 6s, and the 6s definitely have a little more weight to them. Like, they feel a little more powerful, so I'm kind of excited to put them into action. So, being that they're sharp, and they're a bit heavier with the weight, I can take bigger sections. I'm not scared. I'm not scared to take big sections. All right, and we're just gonna comb down. And there's just a little bit hanging out. We'll get rid of that. See ya. And actually, as I'm going through this, I think I might go with a bit of a diamond shape. So I'll be layering the front, or I'll be layering the back, then I'll be layering the front. So we'll leave some corners right here over the ears. I think that'll be pretty cool. That'll look good. So a diamond shape is just a cross between a round shape and a triangular shape. So it's what happens, a diamond shape is what happens when you do both. Yes, that is exactly what it is. All right, so we can move to my other side now. And same thing, diagonal, all the way around. These lights are great, aren't they? They work so good. Well, yeah, but at least it's not like a sweat lodge in here anymore. Like my old lights. Oh yeah, my old lights were halogen.
Oh.
And so everyone would just be sweating by the end of the show.
The first lights or the second one? The second one?
Yeah.
Oh, the first lights were even worse.
Oh, the first lights are construction lights? Yeah, those were horrendous. Okay, so we have a mirror in the studio, so I can kind of see my length a bit. So I'm going to come back and even look in the front. And we'll take that front bit off. Oh, there's some of that glue. Awesome. I just ran through a little bit. And we'll bring it down. So I think it was a couple episodes ago, I was talking about how I really admired the sectioning of ZGAT. And I forget what episode it was. It was a couple of episodes ago. And they actually messaged me and were like, hey, thanks for giving us a shout out on our show. And I'm like, no way, you guys watch me? Do you guys like make fun of me? Am I your Radonna? Like, they're so good that I can't believe that they would like tune into my show. And I didn't start talking about ZGAT until like a half hour in. So it's not like they clicked in, press play, like someone was actually watching the show. And that's really damn awesome.
Was it Ivana?
Yeah, it was Ivana and it was Mario and I love those guys.
Yeah.
But now I'm like totally kind of paranoid about it. I'm like, I was wondering if they're watching my show just to make fun of me. They're like, look at his horrible skills.
Well,
God, Americans suck.
That's why I'm here to
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Do it for the children.
The children of Croatia.
Yes. Don't.
The future
I'm trying not to make the children of Croatia cry. Little kids on the streets of Dubrovnik with crooked bobs, and it's all my fault. They're not from Dubrovnik, though. That's the tourist area. All right, so that's looking pretty good. All right, so let's move to the back now. And I love this hair color.
Thank you.
You do it yourself?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I was lazy though, and I didn't touch up like the back of my head roots.
I was noticing that. I do.
I was just so lazy.
Okay.
I have to do it every week. It's frustrating. Well, not the roots every week, but I have to color it every week. It's just too much.
Well, it's not boring, so it's worth it.
We have 10 viewers and no questions at all.
Really? Come on, speak up, people. You can talk about my awesome t-shirt if you want. Everyone seems to like this t-shirt. All right, so I'm actually going to take a vertical section all the way down. And I'm going to check out what's going on here. So there's a bit of this overhang going on here. So actually what I might do is I might work this section up more like a uniform layer. So I'm going to start at the bottom and just bring everything around.
Convex.
Yes, convex. So I can get this stuff out of the way. I don't need that. All right, so just pull straight out. There's a bit of a corner there because I feel like the whole kind of thing needs to be firmed up a little bit. So basically with this convex layer, I'm just going to be following her head shape all the way around.
What shape are you cutting your convex layers in?
Right now it's triangular. So the layer is convex and the shape is triangular. Triangular meaning that it's shorter in the back and goes longer to the front. Cool, so I'll comb that down. Before I start moving to the other sections, you always want to comb it down and check it and see what's going on here. And I can see there's a little bit of scrolliness here at the bottom. And I'm actually going to wait till that's dry because I think what I'll have to do is I'll have to elevate it a little bit to remove a bit more of that weight. But I want to see what's going on when it's dry. And that's my style. I mean, some other people would go in and just nail it wet. I don't know. A lot of times I'll use a wait and see policy and see what's going to go on there. All right, so there's my guide.
Julie Klein likes your t-shirt.
Thanks, Julie Klein. I like yours. That's a lie. I don't even know if you're wearing a t-shirt. You might be wearing a blouse. I'm just pandering to the viewers and working my way around. So yeah, I am working a little funky here. You notice I'll be working palm to palm and then I switch. But you notice it's a body position switch when I do. So if I comb down, right, when I'm working the area underneath the O-bone, we'll get this, you'll notice that I'm palm to palm and my finger is going this way, right, because I'm working this way. And so whatever way I'm working when I'm palm to palm, whatever direction I'm going, my thumb should be pointing that way, like hitchhiking. So I go until I get just beyond the O-bone, and then go into my layer, right? Because there's no way, it's going to be really hard for me to cut this way. I can cut layers in a convex layer, but it's going to be, or in a concave layer, but it's going to be really hard for me to cut a convex on the inside of my finger, so I'm going to switch around here. It's just right around when I get above the O bone. Right, so nice bit, it's loosening up quite nicely. And we get to the corner, and we're just going to pull this all back. And actually right here, because of the mastoid process and it's a very weak area, I'm actually going to over-direct it a little more than I normally do. And you notice that a lot of that graduation stuff kind of dropped out a bit. So almost immediately I'm switching over to the outside of my fingers. And the thing about this haircut, you might want to be careful depending on people's head shapes as well. And texture. This is like when you're cutting a layer like this where it's even all the way around. You want to really be careful because if someone has a really flat head, like Bree has a really nice shaped O bone and a really nice shaped head, but if she had a really flat spot here and I worked all the way around and it was flat and indented here, then these layers would be more short and a little higher, so it would get a little mullety. I'm getting away with that whole shape because she does have a nice round shape. So whenever you follow the head shape like that, you're at the mercy of the shape of the head. Something to be aware of.
Thanks for having a good head shape.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for not having a lumpy head.
Thanks for not being lumpy.
Thanks for not having a pan head.
Thanks for not being a blockhead.
Tell your mom thanks for not making you lay on your back when you were a baby.
Thanks. Tell your mom thanks for not strapping you to a board as a baby or as a teenager or at any point of your life, strapping you to a board or making you walk the plank. I mean, that would probably be bad too.
Yeah, that would be awful.
Yeah.
My own mother.
I know. Thanks, Mom.
Love you too.
Mom was a pirate. Okay, so you notice when I'm working the graduation here, I'm working palm to palm, and now my thumb's going this way. So now, that's when I killed Katie. So that's, so now I switch to the outside of my fingers. So as I layer, I'm still standing on this side, and my hand position's the same as I layer, but it's just when I'm doing cutting hair underneath the O bone, wow, she's totally dead. It's just when I'm cutting hair underneath the O bone, that's the only time that my hand position has kind of changed. Was that funny or did you just like choke?
No, I was laughing.
Okay.
It's true. When you laugh, stuff comes out of your nose. Mike consumes with some coffee.
Milk. Wait, my girlfriend's vegan. How did milk come out of her nose? That's kind of gross. Ugh. All right, and working around. We're funny tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever, we're funny every night. Duh. Maybe I should round brush this. No? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Coach. Coach Katie. All right.
We don't round brush Bob.
Come on, I used to work for Robert Cromeans. We would round brush Bobs all the time.
I work at this
I thought it was a Liberty cut. The round brush.
We're
You can speak louder.
hiring this guy at my old salon, and so he was in my station, so I was watching him. Don't touch my shit, don't touch my products, like whatever. So I'm watching this guy, he has this horrible haircut, and then he busts out this round brush, like this big, and starts the round brush first off.
The hair doesn't even wrap around like a quarter.
So me and my coworker Todd were just sitting there, and we're like, trying not to laugh.
Check this motherfucker out.
Pee our pants. It was like the absolute worst thing ever.
I'm gonna do it. I have a big round brush. I'll make this work, goddammit. I swear. And I will make it cute. Remember when I was thinking about bringing the flip back?
Yeah, last night.
Yeah, so maybe Maybe we should do that.
I'm all for it.
The flip?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like totally about the flip.
I have it going on right now. So I take my hair in a ponytail. Got some Jennifer.
Maybe I'll flat iron some flippiness into this.
No.
Yeah,
Don't do the chicks her.
I'm totally gonna Chixie Dix her. What? I mean Dixie Chicks her. What? What did I? Oh, I am a horrible person. That's what I am. Wanting to flip out your hair, mixing letters.
I guess George Bush is gonna come out.
Freedom.
Hates white people.
And the Dixie Chicks.
F you, Toby Keith.
A few Toby keys. All right. So there we go. We got a nice shape going on here. Yeah. All right. Let's work on the front here. Let's work on possibly. Let's work out these bangs. And you don't really have any crazy cowlicks in the front of your hair, do you? Mm-mm. No. Maybe longer with the bangs. So you can still like swoop them out. And if they're too short to swoop them out, you can swoop them in a couple weeks. So.
Okay. Do you need a spray bottle?
Yeah, I got a new one from Mizutani too.
That's why I asked.
That's the cool thing about Mizutani. When they send you stuff, like they send you like all these goodies that go along with it. So they sent me a new comb, which is awesome. Let that focus in. Yeah, they sent me a new comb and they sent me their new water bottle. And it's always like Christmas when I get new scissors from Mizutani. And Kiyoshi, who runs North American Mizutani, is the freaking man. He's awesome. And I think what I really like about Mizutanis is they're not named after a character from a Quentin Tarantino movie. So I really like that about them.
But they send some broken things.
I think you just got to keep at it. It'll come out. You just keep squeezing it.
I got it.
Just keep squeezing it and it'll come out. Okay.
Sounds like a workout.
Nobody's refreshing me. This is my first day on the camera.
I know, you're doing it.
Yeah, you're doing all right.
I think it's
So I'm spraying the comb because I don't want to like spray the water all over her face and ruin the awesome makeup job that Jacob just did, who is like totally my freaking makeup artist of choice. Now that I'm into photography, like Jacob, who works here at Federico, who works at AJF Salon, is like the most badass makeup artist ever. And I barely ever have to like do any like Photoshop touch-ups on my models, unless they have this like big old shanker coming off their face. But for the most part, like I'm pretty good. I don't have to replace makeup with them or anything like that. All right, open your eyes for me. Let's see where those are at. So maybe just below eyebrows, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's gonna be that much, and so that's cool, right? Okay,
I've had
cool.
front bangs, but
Yeah.
I've had like every hairstyle.
All right.
So.
Do we wonder if we want them straight across or we want them a little rounded? Let's decide. Let's have a look at you.
Rounding.
Rounded, yeah, because rounded would be good because I'm not liking a middle part on you.
Yeah, I don't like middle part.
Yeah, no.
sage.
Are those aren't contacts, are they? Mm-mm. Wow, you have really pretty eyes too.
Thank you.
Should we get her email and...
Yeah, you're totally gonna model for us as well. We always need models. Are you on Model Mayhem?
What?
Yeah, okay, never mind. Model Mayhem.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, okay.
Still use it?
Yeah, we can still use it. Model Mayhem's a modeling site.
I used to want to be a model when I was younger.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Do you watch a lot of Tyra?
I did.
Yeah?
Yep.
I love America's Next Top Model.
I used to, not so much anymore.
I don't,
Kind of got
yeah.
ridiculous, I feel like.
I can agree with that. I still like watching it though, I don't care.
I'm obsessed with Tyra.
I know I love her.
I follow her on Instagram and everything she posts, I'm like, oh, I just love you.
In 7th grade, we had to like write a 5-page essay about someone we looked up to, and I definitely wrote about.
Oh, that's so awesome. Do you still have that?
I don't.
Oh, you should
No
have.
idea where it would be.
There's so many awesome school papers that I wrote that are just never to be seen again, and I
Right.
wish I had them because
Right.
I could post them on freaking BuzzFeed or something like that, and your Facebook statuses would be like, this idiot turned in his high school essay, and you won't believe what happens next.
Mine would all be like, I like punk rock, and I want to color my hair like pink, and I like punk rock. I want to be like an artist when I grow up. Nobody understands me.
No one gets me. You just don't get
I
it.
wear all black. I'm 12.
All right, so
Changed, but
no, nothing has changed. I love puppies and wearing black. All right, so for my sections here, I'm just taking these vertical sections, right, and then kind of pulling them forward. So you can even go past the division point of the hairline, right? And so then I'll comb it all forward, right? And then there's the center there. So I'll find where the recession point is, and then you go from the center to the recession point, right? And that becomes your section. So, and then you tuck everything else behind the ear. And I'm just gonna work this one side, right? And so as you keep going back, it really makes that pie shape for you. And so then, I'm just gonna work this one side. A slight bit of graduation. And you'll notice I'm not working around, right? I'm pulling everything straight forward, which is also gonna cause a little bit of graduation. But it's also gonna give me that like U shape. And I've seen videos out there lately where they do this like, they take the whole bangs and do this twist section. Don't do that, 'cause that's
We were
lame.
talking about that in class today.
Yeah?
How that's fucking scary.
Yeah, it's because you're not gonna get the look you're gonna spend so much time. Yeah, sure, you cut them in one shot, but you're gonna spend so much time refining them to get them where you really want them that it's not even worth the time you saved. So from center point to recession line and forward. And just really making sure everything's really kind of combed down. And then flat line, don't drop, move. You just want to cut it flat. All right, and keep going back. And we just want to keep going as far back until it really looks like a pie shape, and then we're good. All right, low elevation still. If I was really graduating, I could keep elevating as I go, but knowing that I'll probably want to texturize these out a little bit, we're going to keep them as blunt as possible. So that's low elevation. Let's have a look at them. Right, we can already see that bit of graduation right there. And that's looking pretty awesome so far. All right, so we can work on the other side now. And straight down, and come forward, and recession point. And forward. You know, and if you do this enough in your life, it all becomes very automatic.
Someone said the stream's kind of laggy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Let me check. Are we dropping frames on the box? Oh, we are.
Yeah.
All right, well, hopefully it clears up in a little bit. Has that been happening the whole time?
This? Oh, I'm not sure. I've
Oh.
been over there. Is it our internet here?
It might be. All right, so hit stop streaming and then start streaming.
JoshXO camera work. I
Very
thought it
well.
was me.
It's what? Okay, well, apparently our internet is really laggy today. So, hopefully, it'll, if you guys can't handle it, you can watch tomorrow and we'll have the whole episode up tomorrow. So, sorry about that. All right, so just by bringing everything straight out, you can see we have roundness on the bangs there. And I cut them a little longer than I wanted to because I know I'm gonna go back and refine a bit dry. So now I gotta like continue with the diamond shape here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the top of the bangs as a guide and then work my way out. So you can work this way and down. And remember, we didn't cut the front section yet, and we didn't over direct everything back, but we're going to pull everything forward now. And I'm just going to come straight up. Right, and there's the top of my bang section. So we're just going to take this stuff off. And I'm going to elevate some more. And boom, right? And I'm just going to keep working these sections. And I'm going to stay, actually I'll take from this side. I'm just going to pull forward and take these horizontal sections, and I'm going to pull everything right to the center. So everything's being directed to her nose. Okay. And just follow my previously cut line. So the cool thing about this is this gives the hair like a really nice kind of loose feel that kind of blends together with the bangs a little bit. So the interior is quite round and it's not a completely hard drop from her bangs to her length. I'm gonna really get to clean some of this bleachy stuff out there, which is good.
Yeah.
I would love to give you a rockin' mullet someday.
I think I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
Really? You can still wear your extensions. I'm gonna just cut the top pretty short. I mean, it's
Don't know if I could rock a mullet.
I think you could. All right, and we'll turn you to the front so they can see this way. Any questions yet, besides the stream being really laggy?
Nah.
Nah. All right. Center through. And up. And keep moving up.
Dude, this is like backing up the trail or looking at the camera and working in reverse.
Katie's been at it for a few years, so she's really good at it.
I need her to come train me.
And I know, by now I know how Josh cuts and where his big arms are going to be, and his hands are going to be, and around
That's why I
us.
was trying to keep a high interval. You know when you do, when I see it. Right?
Sometimes. Most of the time I just stick it right in front of him until he'll move.
Yeah, I don't know that well.
You are sweet.
Yes, Billy, please don't stick it in front of me and tell me to move. Please don't do that.
Now, those sharp scissors, I'm not thinking about it.
All right, so there we go. We're a little loosened up. And because the sides all came to the center, we managed to protect what's left of the sides there. And it's looking like quite shaggy and awesome right now. And I'm kind of digging it. But I cut everything blunt, but it's going to be loose enough that so when those extensions go in, there'll be enough like movement through the top that it won't look like this blunt bob thing. So you can go ahead and get it dry now. We have a box of products right up there. Careful. Probably some shiny stuff would be cool. Yeah.
I'll put that one back in.
Okay. Oh no, these stay in here.
No, that one.
Oh, okay. And then probably whatever Denman thing I have would be great. All right, so I'm just putting in some kind of shiny stuff. Just because I know our ends are going to be a little chewy. Oh, thank you. I know our ends are going to be a little chewy, so I just want something that really helps slip so that I don't drag through our ends too much. And I'm going to start with their bangs because those are starting to dry out and they're a little jumpy already. So I'm just going to wrap them back and forth like a windshield wiper. So over to the side, and then down, and then over to the other side. I'm good for now. If you want to try restarting the stream again, this would be a good time to do it, just to see. All right, we're restarting the stream again, so. What's that?
When they reformulated that line, it changed.
Oh, really? So not really agitating the bangs, not while the roots are still dry. Just really kind of keeping them smooth and in the direction I want them to lay. I wonder why my stream's so crappy tonight. And it makes me mad. And Kitty, can you get my flat iron plugged in for me, possibly, please? Whatever one kind of works best. I don't know what that is. And then just kind of leafing them down. You doing okay under there? No?
I said yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
No.
nope. I'm like, what? No, I'm pissed.
Like, what do we
I saw how much hair is on the floor, you jerk. Screw you.
I mean, it's a free haircut, so I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, that's
either
cool.
way.
I mean, I'm okay at cutting hair. I'm not like horrible at it. Okay, so her hair is a little fuzzy on the ends, so I know they're going to be fuzzy and I know I'm going to have to flat iron through them. So as I turn up the blow dryer, blow drying is pretty boring, so now would be a great time to go to your kitchen and mix yourself a cocktail or make yourself a little cocktail sandwich, a little cucumber sandwich or something. And yeah, we'll see you in a few minutes. I wouldn't watch blow dryer. I don't know. Now would also be an awesome time to ask questions. Huh? Blow drying? So you can ridicule me? You and ZGAT are probably in a chat room together. You guys are making fun of me at how bad I am. Oh my God, Mario, did you see his sectioning? He is so bad. Tim Hartley has entered the chat room. Oh, how cute. Is he still trying to cut a bob? How cute. Yeah. Oh, starting in the front? Yes, I remember when I started doing that 30 years ago. Actually, your hair is smoothing out quite nicely. Ends are a little chewy, but that's all right. I'm so gonna flip her hair though. I don't even care. It's getting flipped. You just wait. And it's gonna be epic. The flip that I'm gonna do on her hair is gonna be so awesome that Oprah is gonna book a flight to be on the next show. Yeah. She's gonna be like, Joshua Flowers, I want a bob! Or something like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. Her and Michelle Obama, they're gonna both fly in. They're gonna be like, we want Bree's haircut. Who does?
Georgie Bam Bam.
Georgie Bam Bam, all right. So basically I did triangular layers and round. Okay, they're diamond layers because I started out cutting convex layers in a triangular shape, and then I also cut, went to the center, concave layers in the front with a round shape, right? So that meets, and so we have a peak in the middle, which comes down because triangular and round, you put them together, and your longest point is in the middle, which creates diamond shape. Hopefully that answers your question. North Shore, what's up? No, I haven't. I'm not a fan of the wooden handles, really. I don't know, or I don't like the shape of the YS Park handles. I don't know why. But I've actually never owned a YS Park brush. Maybe I should try one sometime. What did she ask?
Why start the bob in the front?
Why start the bob in the front? You know, it's one of those things that I've been challenging myself to do. And, you know, it comes from an old Sassoon haircut. The inside out was always started in the front. And it's one of those things that, especially, maybe not so much on longer bobs, but on shorter bobs, I like seeing right where I start in the chin. And I like deciding my angle right here. Because a lot of times, like, you start in the back and it's harder to visualize where you're going to end up. And to me, it's all about the face anyway, so I want to start at the front and make sure I'm at the proper length. Is it hard to balance it out? Yeah, it's a lot harder, but it's something I like to do. And you can get through it with less sections. So because you're following that hairline around, I mean, theoretically, you could do a one length bob in 1, 2, 3 sections because of the efficiency of a diagonal. But yeah, it's one of those things that I learned from DJ for a specific haircut, which was when he taught me the inside out. And then when I was lucky enough to work backstage with Hartley, I noticed he was like cutting every single bob from the front. Am I as good as Tim? No. Never in a million years will be. But it's one of those things I kind of picked up from him, and I like doing it. if I was, I don't know, if I was doing a graduated bob, maybe I would still start in the back. But if I was doing a true classic G bob, then I would probably start in the back. But it's kind of fun to start in the front, and then you know exactly where your angle is going to be. Is that it? Yeah? All right. And I was right about those ends being nice and chewy. So I'm glad I put a little shine on there. So as this part is dry, you can definitely kind of see that like diamond kind of shape feel, right? The shorter layers through the back and the shorter layers in the front, going into the shorter layers or the longer layers right in the middle, which is kind of brilliant because it's right where the weakest part of the baseline is. So you're kind of protecting that no matter what, even if you don't want a dramatic like kind of diamond shape. And we'll move into the back. And so I'm just going to take these diagonals around and kind of knock those out. Which has always kind of been like my favorite way to blow dry hair is by taking diagonals all the way around. And because I didn't spray down the back at all, that's actually drying out quite nicely. And now really working into these short layers that we cut. Yes, I know I hold my blow dryer funny. Don't make fun of me. This is from, you know, when I started out as an assistant, I got some really great training. And I also picked some really bad habits. And holding my blow dryer by the nozzle is one of those really freaking horrible habits that I wish I didn't have. It's great for round brushing, but I wish I would have never started it. Because I feel like I would be a much better person. lost your clip. You're an idiot. Yeah. It's a clip, not clamp. Oh no, with all this bleach she had on her hair, I'm afraid that the weight of it would just like, it would just come out with her hair. That would be bad. I know. It's hot in Sacramento. Yeah. Well, her hair's tough. It's not my fault. You can do some blow drying for a bit if you want. Huh? You don't have to. I could use a smoke break. If you wanna do a bit of this, and I'll try restarting the stream again. You want the microphone? You want to talk to the people? Okay. All right, I'm turning the microphone off real quick then. While I try and fix the stream. Microphone on. Yay, there we go. And the stream is working. Wow, that's cool.
My favorite part of every haircut.
I know. All right.
I'm still working.
Oh, really? You're just gonna take over from me? Oh, okay. How's my haircut looking?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Wow, it's smoothing out really nice.
You.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Oh. You're not gonna let me take back over?
No.
Oh.
I'm having fun.
Oh, okay. So what kind of sections are you taking to flat iron?
Diagonal.
Oh, no one can see you on the stream.
No, because I didn't have a camera buddy.
Oh, I'm your camera buddy.
I was working by myself.
You can turn around. You can spin her around if you want. She's pretty though, so we don't need to spin her away from the camera.
Exactly.
If you notice on the old show, it wasn't as easy for us to find models, so every once in a while we wouldn't have an awesome looking model, so I would just have her spun away most of the time while I was cutting.
Aww.
I know.
It's not their fault, Josh.
It wasn't my fault.
No, their fault.
Oh, I was gonna say, I know it's not my fault. Whatever, it's cool. I know. Boy, I am such a jerk sometimes. All right. Do. What time is it? Oh. All right, let me get moving in there.
Okay, if you want it to look ugly.
I'm not gonna make it ugly. I promise. I promise it won't be ugly.
It's off the ironing.
I know. It looks really good, Poops. You're welcome. I love you.
I love you too.
You're a really awesome girlfriend.
Thanks.
My life partner.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna smooth this out straight first, and then I'll try the flip. We're gonna smooth it straight, and then I'm gonna do my dry cutting, and then we'll try styling it out a little flipped out.
No.
Yes, we are.
Sorry.
It's gonna look awesome.
I can't let you do it.
Yeah, but no, this is gonna be cool. I promise. Just let me try my flip. And if not, if it doesn't work, it's really easy to go back to straight. Like super easy. It's totally cool. It's gonna be totally fine. Flat ironing is the most boring thing in the world.
That's why I was doing it.
Well, not for me. I just mean for people watching, maybe, probably.
Feels so nice to have all that glue out of my hair.
So bad.
I was struggling with that so bad.
Okay, so when I was a little kid, my aunt and uncle took me, and for some reason I really wanted a flat top. Because when I was like 8, I rocked flat tops, and I was like 8 or 9, but like they would never buy me like gel or anything, so that my like flat top would like stick straight up, so you could land a helicopter on it. Because I was also really into G.I. Joe, and I thought helicopters were cool. So I took some crazy glue because I thought if I put that in my hair, that it would make my hair always be stick straight up. But the thing about crazy glue, when you put it in your hair, it's not like gel. It just balls up. It's just balls of crunchy, crazy glue in your hair. And it was pretty awful when I was picking that out of my hair for a while. And then they took me to a really nice salon because my aunt was like kind of fancy. So they took me to, like I was 8 and I'm going to this really like high-end salon. And I would always pick out pictures, and they were all in black and white back then, right? Because it was the 80s. I would always pick out pictures of these GQ guys. And a lot of times like, and my aunt, like I was the only boy, so she would like not know what to tell the person, you know? So she would be like, give him a GQ. Whatever the hell that means, right? That must have been really annoying for hairdressers. But one time she just let me go into the chair and left me to my own devices, and I asked for a buzz. And the lady no-guarded me. And so I'm in the 5th grade, and I go to, and I know, and like she turns me around, and like I have no hair, and I look like I got out of the children's hospital, right? I knew this was bad because this was the 80s, and no kids were like shaving their heads back then, right? Like, and so and like they freaked out, and then I knew that it was bad, and so I took my uncle's hat, right? It wasn't even a cool baseball hat. It was like one of those golfing hats with the strap and the buckle in the back. And so I wore a hat to school, and since it was my uncle's, and my uncle had a big noggin, it was way too big on me. And so, like, there was no covering up that I was bald, and I totally looked like a child patient. And then the kids at school, because I was already a dork and they picked on me anyways, they stole my hat, and I had to walk around bald. And it was pretty close to the summer, and it was pretty close to the summer in Southern California, so I was pretty tan anyways, except for my head, which was just bright white because like I'm part Irish anyway, so I'm really damn pale as it is. And so I'm walking around and it looks like I have this white skull cap on because I'm a little tan kid. And then it was just really bad. It was just a bad situation. All the kids, like seriously, the kids stood around me in a circle and just yelled at me, Baldy. And, yeah, it was.
Girlfriend's so sweet.
Yeah, it was like Baldy, Baldy, Baldy. And so that was a little traumatic.
Picturing you, the man, middle.
Yeah, that was good. So, yeah, just Baldy, Baldy, Baldy. And you know, your hair doesn't grow out that fast, so I was baldy for quite a while. Just, Baldy, look at your stupid bald head. And so that was worse. And then, of course, you know, after that horrible haircutting experience, they didn't want to take me to the salon anymore because they didn't know what a barbershop was. And so they didn't want to take me into the salon anymore to get my hair cut. So then after that, after the bald head started growing out, then it was just that, if you've ever seen someone, they're probably on like meth and they haven't trimmed up their grown out buzz cut, you know, so it's just coming out from your head. But remember, there was no gel in the house either, so, and my fine straight hair. And so then, and I was kind of blonde at the time, so it's just this round puff ball, like my hair looked like a baby chick, right? And it's just kind of fluffy, and it would bounce when I would walk, right? Because I had nothing to do, so it's just all like a little wisp of willow, you know, like a little dandelion, you know, like like the bigger kids were like blowing on my head, making a wish, you know, because I thought my hair would fly away, because a little dandelion head. And so then, I remember it was in math class, Mr. Gorbachev's math class, and one of the kids, I'll remember it, one of the kids just looked at me and says, "Your head looks like a cauliflower." Right? Because I had my grown out head. And then I wasn't baldy anymore. I was cauliflower head. That's for the rest of fifth grade. For the rest of fifth grade, I was a cauliflower head. Yeah. And it was, I'm sorry you're dying, but imagine how I felt at 8 years old and being called cauliflower head. Like, this is traumatic. This is what is known, that is bullying. That is Southern California bullying right there. Being called baldy to cauliflower head. Just, I mean, what kind of insult is that? Just like, cauliflower head, and then it stuck. Like, it stuck. It's just, I went to school with the most kids are so cruel. Kids are really awful. Because, and you know, that's one of my main reasons, like, I don't want to have kids. One, because I think little boys are like awful, because when I go into Starbucks, they like do moves and they're just in my way. And I wouldn't want that to be my kid. Like, stop it, you little crap head. You know? You little cauliflower head. You know? But me still being a huge freaking dork, I know that I would raise a completely dorky kid, because I was kind of an only child, so I just grew up watching Monty Python. 8-year-olds don't watch Monty Python. So when you're trying to be the class clown to gain friends, and you're quoting a 70s British comedy that no one else knows, you're not the most popular kid in the world, so that's how you end up getting called baldy and cauliflower head. But I know that I have strange tastes, and so I would raise a dork. I would have the dorkiest kid ever, and he would get so picked on. So, you know, everyone's like, stop bullying, stop bullying. You know how I'm stopping bullying? I'm not having fucking kids, right? You want to stop bullying, stop having crappy kids, basically. So, there you go. That's how I really feel. I really feel. You know, there's like a Buddhist saying that, so, oops. Right here?
Yeah, just like the whole, that whole chunk.
Okay.
Kind of like.
Oh yeah, I didn't do that part. I was leaving you with cauliflower head. Just, you got me all worked up about that. But you know, the Buddhists have a belief that, you know, that living life is suffering, and the only way to stop suffering in the world is to stop having kids. Right? Because like, all right, so being alive is suffering. So the only way to stop suffering in the world is to stop having children. And so that's why like the Buddhist monks and Buddhist nuns, that's why they have a vow of celibacy. Is not because they don't like getting busy, it's because by having a little kid, you're exposing another being to suffering in the world. And also, because I don't have kids, that means I don't have to separate my aluminum cans from my garbage. And because, if people are yelling at me for not recycling, I'm like, I don't have kids, so I'm reducing my carbon footprint, motherfucker. You know.
I like how we're talking about this with like literally a little kid running around right
Oh, that's my little mullet buddy, and she's a girl, so she's totally cool.
Erica's baby?
Yeah, that's my little mullet buddy.
Little baby threw a quesadilla at me.
Oh.
I love her. We were hanging out at her house and she was eating dinner.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thanks.
All right, so time to refine it. Already I can see that this side is a little more layered from this side. So there's a little corner missing right there. And so I need to kind of fix that up. I think the bangs are looking especially sweet. And I actually kind of like their length, so I just need to go in and refine it. And there's like these little bits right here that are awful that I missed. So, because I'm a terrible hair cutter, so I'm a terrible cauliflower head hair cutter. So.
And that's why he has Jesus hair.
And that's this. Yeah, I'm like, I'm never going back to that. So I'm going to go ahead and refine these. And holy crap, these scissors are amazing. Thank you, Kiyoshi from Mizutani Scissors, for giving me really, really awesome scissors. So.
Does that mean I get the little one?
You get the little ones if you want.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you get the little tiny ones if you want. All right, and then we check this side. There's a little bit hanging out. So we're gonna take that off. All right, so we're gonna use the Tracy trick, basically. And if you guys have been lucky enough to go to the Sassoon Academy in Santa Monica, and if you were lucky enough to hang out with Tracy Sakositz, then you'll see her do this all day long. And it's her way of refining the bobs, refining fringe, basically. And so you take your section in the middle, and you start at a lower elevation, and you're just going to lightly point cut to the ends, right? And then you give it a little more elevation, and you point cut some more, just really shallow, because it's fringe, you still want them to be heavy. And then you keep elevating back, and elevating back some more. And then we'll have a look at that. And we see what a nice little like bit of a bevel we put on it. So I'm going to take another section there, pull that forward of the middle, and we're actually going to give that elevation. And there's definitely a bit of a corner there, so we're just going to pop that off. And back, and in. And you can go a little deeper with the point cutting, the further back, because it's not going to affect the baseline part. Cool, so that's looking good. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the corners. I'm going to start out with the higher elevation at the corners, right? Because the hair is a little weaker at that recession line. So we'll start out a little higher. Yeah, if there's any questions, go ahead and type them into the YouTube chat. That would be awesome. And we're just going to keep elevating up. And back.
JoshXO, a.k.a. cauliflower head.
Aww.
Nobody said it. That was just me.
Oh. It's my new rap name. I'm Crazy Cauliflower Head.
Cauliflower head, yeah.
Actually, it sounds like an old like Adam Sandler skit or an old like Rob Schneider movie. Like, you loved him as a girl, and you loved him as a male prostitute. Now you're gonna love Rob Schneider is Cauliflower Head. What do you do when you wake up one morning and your hair's made out of cauliflower? Cauliflower Head. Coming to theaters near you. Oh man, I don't know why more people don't watch my show. I'm kind of funny.
Well, that's 13 viewers.
Oh, I do. All right.
You have 13 viewers, and they listen to your rant about cauliflower head and balding.
And how children are suffering and bad for our planet. That's me. I'm like Captain Planet by not having kids. Screw you.
Sitting one child at a time.
Yeah, I'm going to use as much styrofoam as I can possibly use. See, Carrie, you have 2 kids, so you have to recycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to cut down on your carbon footprint.
Well, that's been taken care of. I don't even want a puppy right now, okay? So we're good. We're done.
Oh, but puppies are awesome.
I know I love puppies, but you know.
Puppies help cure suffering.
Actually, puppies don't stop loving you. Maybe I should have just stuck with puppies.
Yeah, see? There we go. I
My
know.
puppies are excited when I come out of the bathroom. They're like, oh my God, you've been gone for so long.
My kids are like, when are you gonna go?
But see, you know, it's when I was in beauty school, I remember when I was in beauty school, Miss Lindy, who was my teacher, this little Puerto Rican lady that ran a school of 70 people by herself pretty much. She did admissions, she did the register, she did the floor, and this is like 70 people on the floor, and she's just running around, and she's amazing. And like her fingers, she was kind of disabled, so she rolled perms with these fingers, and like,
Made it work.
yeah, and she was like absolutely incredible. But you know, her advice, she's like, you know, you're pretty good. My best advice to you, don't get married and don't have kids and you'll go far. And I'm like, oh, thanks, Miss Lindy. That's awesome. So I'm just listening to my beauty school teacher. That was at Santa Maria Beauty College. And Kelly Cardenas, he came from Santa Maria Beauty College, and also Simon Miller, who's like a big guy with KMS. Yeah, we all had the same teacher and came from the same school. And it was the most ghetto beauty school too. Like our floors were like carpeting, like worn out dive bar carpeting. So you had to have a separate brush to like sweep everything up. You doing okay under there?
Yes, I'm just itchy.
Oh, sorry.
That's all good.
Must be the glue. What?
Blood dry her up.
It's not working.
Marvelously.
All right, so I'm just gonna work through the corners a little bit, point in, see what's going on. Hey, look, clean lines, that's awesome. So because we brought everything to the center, that actually creates a concave layer, which means I protected my baseline, and this is looking pretty awesome. Sound effects. You can charge extra in the salon for sound effects. It's cool. Like the other night on Barber Night Live, I was making sound effects while they were like doing the barbering thing. So like when they were shaving, I'm all, and then after the shaving cream was off and they're going, I'm all, it was really fun. It's fun to make sound effects. Like, you know who I wish my best friend was? The guy from Police Academy.
Yeah.
Like if the black dude from Police Academy, if I had my choice, like, do you want to hang out with Kanye West or the dude from Police Academy? I'm like, duh, the guy from Police Academy. We're going to go walk around and make it sound like Kanye's farting everywhere.
Think of all the fun we had with students.
Think of how confused Kanye would be. It's just like, yeah, well, I'm farting wheezy. I'm Yazzie. That looks pretty good, I think. I need to put some stuff in it. Oh, shiny stuff in the bangs. Oh, I still have to flip it out, don't I? Oh, you should see the disgusted look on Katie's face right now. She's so mad about it. When you do like sweep your bangs one way or another, which way do you go with them? That way, okay. What?
Sparrow, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Someone of your fans, Sparrow. I watch the show every week, mostly for updates on cauliflower. Thanks, John.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh my God, every time
Is that domain taken? Cauliflowerhead.com? I'm going to start a business.
haircut by cauliflower.
Cauliflower head. It's the new Bieber. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be, which side was the one I had to layer more? This one. Okay. So I'm just going to pull this side forward. This was like right around my cauliflower patch that I left on her. I'm just gonna take off this little corner, and that's gonna give it a little bit of a layer to match, a little more.
She totally looks like Annie. Like you were Annie's twin.
Annie.
She's my amazing friend.
Oh, okay.
Annie.
Annie. It's her birthday this weekend.
Don't worry, she's also pretty. She's not like, they're not comparing you to like an ugly person that you're like, oh really?
Friend.
What?
Busted, but you look just like her.
You know, there's always that like sign of like, there's always that feeling of dread when I hear people go, you know who you look like?
I know, right?
Yeah, see, because some, I used to get, a lot of time I used to get, and they don't even know his name, and I don't even know his name, but it was like, you look like the brother from 6 Feet Under. And I'd be like, oh, well, he's kind of a handsome guy. I'm okay with that. But then people would be like, you look like, and I'm like, the brother from 6 Feet Under? And they're like, no, Beaker from the Muppets.
Well, my mom thinks you're hot, so that's what matters, right? Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of sucks. All right, so that's looking pretty good. Let me see if a flip will work.
Yeah, it's so weird. I didn't notice that anytime the makeup. Yeah, so weird. Wow. Can I call you Annie too? You like creepy?
I'm like, who is this? No.
No, she's really pretty, I swear. Promise.
Yeah, we totally swear.
Because I'm not friends with ugly people. Yeah.
I mean, you totally look like Annie, but without the peg leg. You look like Annie, except without the lazy eye. Doesn't she look like? Annie doesn't have a lazy eye. So it's not really a flip. It's more of like a kind of feather back.
Oh, looks like a Takashi cut.
No, it doesn't, because that would be like all kinds of little flippy things. Takashi never feathered. I'm feathering because I grew up in the 70s and 80s. But I don't like to talk about the 80s because that's when I had a cauliflower head.
That's good. That's when I did a lot of cooking.
I did a lot of cocaine in the 5th grade. It was actually chalk, but I had a good imagination. But I had... It was actually sweet and low, but I had an active imagination.
Oh my god.
Best show ever.
Yeah, it almost rivals the Jesus episode.
Coffee flew out of my nose. I was crying over cauliflower.
The hair salon of Nazareth. Because Jesus would be the greatest hairdresser ever. Can you imagine, you know, sometimes how like the shampoo bowls, like, you know, like how the shampoo bowls like get plugged up and the water like starts rising. He could just part the water in the shampoo bowls, or even walk on it so he can like shampoo you this way. Yeah.
Baptism.
Yeah. Like, Jesus would have been the best hairdresser ever. He might have been. He might have been. He might have been a hair carpenter. Like, what if Jesus was a hair carpenter? And they didn't have a word. Okay, dressers. Dressers are a type of furniture. And who builds furniture? Carpenters, right? And so maybe hair. Carpenter builds a dresser. Jesus was a hairdresser. Boom.
Oh my.
Aliens. Cauliflower. Oh. Oh my God. How awesome would it be to have a makeover show? Like, and it's just like, You know, really what I'm seeing is just some really nice caramel highlights to really just, you know, pop your eyes out. And then I think, you know, because you have this beautiful bone structure, we'll just give you a nice cauliflower head, and that'll just be really, really cool, I think. Cauliflower head. Baldy, baldy. You guys have no idea. You have no idea what it was like to be 8-year-old me, bald.
Look, Katie's crying. She's in a dirty rag for home. To wipe her eyes.
I've already used it earlier. They pulled out of my nose because I was laughing, and then I was like bawling because it was so funny. It was all about it. Sorry. I'm a horrible person.
I know. I still like you, though.
I like you too, Papa.
It still hurts. Do I have a hairspray? Is there hairspray in that box? Yeah. Is there crazy glue in that box? Yeah, does it? What? Oh, okay.
It's gonna smell horrible.
Whoa. But does it work?
That is actually.
All right, look up for me, all the way, and close your eyes.
It's like the power line. It's strong.
I'm so bad.
Oh, we should just hairspray your bangs straight up. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah,
Broccoli?
super stylish.
Broccoli stuff. Cauliflower and broccoli. Garden. Salad. Vegetable melody.
Want that ponytail from there? Yeah.
Especially right now.
What is your phone?
Hey, look at your face twitch.
Annie, look at your hair grown out.
That'll never happen.
Annie, this could be you, but you keep making me cut your hair.
Annie, this could be you, but you like the bleach too much.
Annie, this could be you, except for your cauliflower head. I don't know if I like the feather back thing. I don't think I do.
Told you.
Well, I think it kind of sucks. I'm just not good at it. But you know what? I'm really good at admitting when something sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna try and cover it up on stream and be like, no, I'm not. Well, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever, and then having it suck. I mean, she kind of looks like an old lady right now. It's not really awesome. I just, you know what I did? I took all my, subconsciously, I took all my repressed memories and just gave you horrible hair. That just did that. That just happened. Maybe if I brush it out more. Maybe.
I kind of like a boy. like a bowl cut when you had it pooped up like that.
Well, if you go to faces, you'll get a lot of numbers.
You can get the Sean Cassidy. You know, not the Partridge Family one, the other one.
I gave her coconut head to go with my cauliflower head. I think any time that your hair and your head is described after a fruit or a vegetable is not awesome. Like, pineapple face? Like, can you imagine getting called pineapple face? Like Edward James Olmos?
Oh my God.
That's better.
Yeah.
Yeah? It's okay, right? It's not horrible hair?
Not horrible, no.
Not good either. What? What are you looking at?
Yeah, it's not horrible.
No, it's not terrible. I mean, it's a pretty good cut.
The front needs to be less curved towards the face.
Just being creepy, sorry. What kind of technique is that? What is that?
Explorage.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a facialist person, yeah. You know all about that.
Actually, I just learned it
Oh,
yesterday.
okay.
You know who else is an esthetician?
Annie. Yeah, but Annie doesn't look at her clients' faces. I'm so funny tonight. Because Annie waxes boxes, so that's...
Every time she comes over, I'm like, so, words to
Did you hear about the story? Oh yeah, best story ever.
She goes, she's like, I need to tell you something. I'm like, what? And she told me to start laughing.
My client had the worst breath today. What?
I said, oh shoot, I parted my day.
Oh, it's okay. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's better.
See.
Oh, look who recovered from the trying to feather hair back.
Yeah.
I don't know how to dance. I don't know. This is supposed to be a touchdown victory dance, and I don't know how to do that.
You're skating, skating.
Cauliflower shuffle. This is a cauliflower shuffle. All right, so that's been weapon of choice. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for my awesome model, Bree.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for cutting Annie. Runs with Annie.
Bree does not. And Bree.
Bree and
Briannie. Oh.
together.
Dun dun dun. Neil? Okay. So, thank you, Katie, for thanks for everything.
Thank you for getting my glue out.
Yeah. Thanks, Jacob, for doing makeup, and thanks everyone. We're gonna keep the stream on because I'm gonna take pictures of her. Katie's gonna put her in a jacket or something, and then I'm gonna shoot her, and then, but that probably won't be on YouTube tomorrow. I gotta go to therapy.
Alright.
Maybe we should mix some of that purple and white into her hair. No, okay. Well, I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Oh, subscribe to Federico, youtube.com/Federico Advanced and youtube.com/JoshXO. And if you look at Federico Beauty TV, which is the school YouTube channel, we just put up a really awesome video tonight. And it's really good. It's on my Facebook page, if anyone uses Facebook still. And it's really awesome, so you should check that out. And it's really great. And I totally ripped off a Dolce & Gabbana video, but it's so worth it. It's really worth it. It's a really great video. Okay.
Black love, black love.
Bye. Kill the mic.